All right, I'm here with our New York Post sports columnist, Steve Serby, so we can break down the 75-66 St. John's loss to Arkansas. Marquee matchup, two legendary Hall of Fame coaches. I guess, Serby, just kind of talk to us about why the Johnnies weren't able to advance and get this thing done.
They were the gang that couldn't shoot straight tonight, especially R.J. Lewis, who was 3 of 17, 0 for 3 from downtown Jamaica. And Rick Pitino had seen enough and sat him for the last 4 minutes and 56 seconds. And in the post-game press conference, Pitino went on and on about Mr. Zuby Ejiofor and Davon Smith, and who's the other guy?
Kadari Richmond.
Yeah, of course, Kadari, yeah. And how indebted he was to the three of them for what they accomplished this season, and did not mention R.J. Lewis. Now, Pitino was most disappointed in the fact that the Johnnies did not share the ball the way he wanted them to, and the fact that they got off to another slow start, and they knew that would be a problem against teams not named Omaha, and it bit him in the butt. And but RJ said he wasn't a leader. He let the team down, and Pitino certainly sounded afterwards as if RJ let him down as well. Reminiscent of, remember John Starks in Houston?
Yes, sir.
2 for 18, but Pat Riley never subbed him out. This time, Rick Pitino had seen enough. 3 of 17 was more than enough. And R.J. Lewis probably ended his college career tonight, because he'll probably go pro. Of course, he's going to try to burn the clip of this game for NBA scouts. But we've probably seen the last of R.J. Lewis, I would think. If he's a first-round pick, he's gone.
It happens. Players, they have their bad games. It's unfortunate when their bad game kind of creeps up in the playoffs, or when it really matters for their team. But when we talk about all the hype that St. John's was able to create throughout the city, after a game like this, how will their season be remembered?
Well, I think once the pain, the cruelty of this night ends, St. John's fans will thank them for the memories, and there were plenty of them. Big East tournament champions, Big East regular season champions, Rick Pitino creating a brand at St. John's that hasn't been there in forever. The memory of honoring the memory of Louis Carnesecca the way they did. Look, Pitino is still Pitino. His matchup against Calipari, he normally has an edge over most coaches in this tournament, in the college game, with 1 day to prepare. But against a guy like Calipari, a fellow Hall of Famer, that was neutralized a bit this afternoon. And I guess I can cancel my flight to San Francisco, huh?
But let's go back to that matchup. Two legendary Hall of Fame coaches. We've seen Rick Pitino best Dan Hurley this year. Why was Calipari's Arkansas team just that better team tonight?
Well, they're very long, very athletic, an SEC team, and they were fearless. Calipari had them with the perfect mindset. They expected to win this game, even though they were the underdogs. And I think they played liberated and freely and loose, and maybe St. John's was a little bit tight. Give them credit. They came back. They're comeback kids all year, but crunch time was not theirs today. Arkansas is a very good 10 seed. That SEC is tough. And look, when you shoot the ball, 2 of 22 from 3, give the Johnnies credit for fighting back, not all the way back, but fighting back the way they did, down 12 in the second half. But, they didn't share the ball, and they didn't shoot the ball. So that's going to kill you against a team like Arkansas.
Held to a season low 28% from the field, which is not going to have anybody advance to the next round. Lastly, the transfer portal opens Monday. We saw what Rick Pitino was able to do to this roster through the portal. Do you think that they've now created the environment for guys in the portal to come here to get over that hump.
Yes. Who I can sum it up very, very quickly. Who would not want to play for Rick Pitino? If you want to go to the NBA, he'll find a way to get you there if you have the talent.
Thanks, Serby.
Thank you.